Hey, good morning, everybody. Hopefully, you're off to a good start and got a cup of coffee, and maybe you're just kind of sipping it in and soaking it in, everything that's going on. We just got word yesterday that our kid's school is closing for 4 weeks. A little bit of a change, kind of a bummer. Our daughter plays tennis, and obviously got graduation this year with her senior year, and even that's in question. And so I know a lot of people are impacted by what's taking place right now. I know there's a lot of people that are being encouraged or maybe forced to work at home, and maybe that's a new territory for you. I've been working from home for the last 10 years as a certified health and lifestyle coach, and it was a shift. Moving from an office environment where there was structure, and then there was some, obviously some technology and some other things that were very well organized. Excuse me, I had to learn how to work from home. And so I just thought it might be helpful for all of us to maybe collaborate and share tips. And so I know a lot of you watching this right now are either working from home or you have got some experience in working from home. And so maybe you could throw your comments inside of the comments section here. But let me just share with you my top 6 strategies. The first and very foremost strategy I would encourage everybody to do is to create a consistent schedule. Set a routine in place, and don't necessarily be forced to follow the routine or schedule that you did when you worked in a work environment or at an office or school. Focus on time blocks. Try to go into your schedule right now, looking at your week, and identify the times where you feel that you can be the most productive. I find that mornings are the most productive for me. I have family members that sleep in, so I can do more activities with the family, and I can do things that are maybe not as focused or stressful in the morning rather than doing it in the afternoon. So in my situation, I find that getting up early actually gets more done, and I don't have to be tied to the traditional 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 workday. As long as the work is getting done, I'm okay with doing it when it works well for me. So create your time plan. Go in and look at the 168 hours that you have in a week and identify the specific areas that you feel need to get done. And I would encourage you to take time for your faith, your family, your fitness or health. Take time to take care of you, and then make sure that you block out some specific times for the specific activities that you know are your highest priorities. We like to call this organizing your life around what matters most. So if you start with a schedule, that's number one. The second one is to set rules to eliminate distractions. With everything that's going on with social media and just, if you have kids at home, small kids, there's going to be distractions. But you can eliminate distractions by just simply making agreements with yourself or with your family and letting them know that, hey, when the Post-it note is on the door, that's when mom or dad is doing work. And make agreements with your kids. Even small kids can understand rewards and benefits for not interrupting you. So if you set up little visual signals, whether it's a little dry erase board that says something or has a sticky note, a different color on it, you can try to create some environments where you can have some focused time. So, hey, Cliff, good to see you. Hey, Julie. Hey, if there's anything that you have that you can share about working from home, I'd love to see your comments in here. Other things to set rules on is just your own distractions, right? So it's easy to take breaks or, time off when there's nobody overseeing you, and learning some self-discipline to say, for this hour, I'm going to stay focused on this task, or this 30 minutes. Power 30s and power hours are great ways to get a lot done in a very short period of time. People that work on salary or people that work on an hourly rate, sometimes they don't have that sense that, I could get more done in less time and take the rest of the time off. So if you're not in an environment where you're comfortable working with a fast pace, try it, experiment. You may find that you become 10 times more productive when you are productive. That's not a word, Dave. Productive when you are actually focused for 30 minutes. Like set the timer on the kitchen counter or the kitchen oven, and then go after it and do everything that you can in 30 minutes. The next one would be is ask for help. Google is amazing when you are looking for answers to questions, whether it be tech-related questions or anything as it relates to your computer. Facebook is a great community. If you just ask the question, if you're an Apple user, then ask a question that you're struggling with to get some tech to work. Or if you have requests for information, like what's a good printer to buy, what's a good router to buy to increase my internet speed. Those are things that you're probably going to have questions on. Ask the community, ask Facebook, ask the world what they're using, and you'll be amazed of how many people give you an authentic response. I'm sure that your organization, if you're working for a company, is going to give you some resources like virtual private networks and other types of things. But if you're just looking at, what's the best resource for storing information in the cloud where I can access it anywhere? Google Drive is a great resource, and so if you have not utilized that, that would be another thing that you could leverage is Google Drive or iCloud for iPhone users or Apple users. There's lots of ways that you can store things where you don't have to have a computer handy. You can just pull things off of the cloud and then go to work on them. So ask for help is third, set rules to eliminate distractions is number 2, and the first one, maintain a consistent schedule and use power hours. The next 3, or the fourth one would be, is keep a dedicated workspace. Even if you don't have a private office, you can set up a workspace and let the family know, hey, this is, mom or dad's workspace, or this is my workspace. So if you have roommates, you can kind of put yourself in a situation where you say, hey, this is the place that I'm working right now. So this is kind of a sacred space. I don't want a bunch of toys in this area. Kind of keep your area as best as you can to be organized and clean, and you'll find that you'll experience a whole better environment for work and you'll get a lot more done. This fifth one is to socialize with colleagues online. Creating a work group, creating a private Facebook group of other moms that are working from home. I would highly encourage you to take initiative to find people that are doing what you want to do and collaborate, share ideas, share resources, share tools. This is one of the best times where we can come together. The word social distancing is really not a very good term. What we want to do is we want to physically distance ourselves from large groups, but we want to stay socially connected. And social media, using videos and using Facebook groups and other types of resources are great ways to stay connected. The last one is expand your use of tech. And this is going to be challenging for some of you. You are going to find it's going to be challenging to learn new things. But guess what? You can learn them. And yes, it will be hard at times, and it will be complex at times, but just remember that simplicity lies just beyond complexity. So your simple life may be just beyond some new things that you need to learn. Some of you have not learned how to use the basics of the technology that you own. Your computer, social media, your phone. Most of us are using, probably less than 10% of what's available to us. So if you will learn and just give yourself some time, be patient with yourself, ask for help, but expand your use of technology. Whether it be using Facebook Live or whether it be using video to communicate with other colleagues, or whether it's using social media groups or different types of social media, you may be in a situation where you may explore different things like LinkedIn or Instagram because your constituents, your following, your co-workers may have a better platform where they're communicating, and you may have to learn new things. One of the great technologies that I've come to leverage is a technology called Zoom, Z-O-O-M. It's a free video conferencing service where you can sign up and you can get access to a free Zoom account. I believe it's still free. It might be a small $9.95 a month, but you can have meetings with up to 25 participants who show their video camera. You can use collaboration, you can use video conferencing to build community. You can get your friends or coworkers or strategic partners together for a Zoom meeting to have coffee together without having to go to a networking group. So if you are part of a mom's group, or if you're a group of teachers and you want to collaborate, use the technology that's available. I was amazed of when I found this Zoom technology, because now I can have up to 500 people in a room for under $100 a month. I don't have to go and travel long distances. That saved me so much, but I never would have known it if I wasn't pushed to learn it. And so I hope that this is encouraging you to find some new ideas that work for you, to review, maintain a consistent schedule, use power hours, build a routine. Number 2 is set rules to eliminate distractions. 3 is ask for help on Google or Facebook. 4 was keep a dedicated workspace. 5, socialize with colleagues online. And 6, expand your use of tech. If I missed one and you have one, throw it in the comments. And if you know of somebody that may benefit from this, share it with them. And I hope you guys have a terrific Tuesday. Take care.